Peace, it's Equality Fragrances coming to you from Prince George's County, Maryland. Welcome to the Cypher. Today, I'm gonna be giving you 5 entry-level vetiver scents that you can wear for spring under $100. Last week, I received several messages which pretty much had the same theme. It was like, hey, we love the vetiver video you put out, but we're new to vetiver. We really don't know if we like vetiver, and those fragrances were kind of expensive. Do you have more inexpensive fragrance choices in the vetiver category that we can wear to tip our toe in the water before we dive in? I said, you know what, I got you. I truly understand, because before you start diving into Sultan Vetiver, Vetiver Extreme by Guerlain, or even Javoy's private label, you're gonna have to circle the block a couple of times and get your feet wet before you really dive all the way in. It takes some time. It took some time for me. Now, vetiver has a mature masculine feel to it. Does that mean a woman cannot wear it? No. Does that mean somebody 18 to 24 cannot wear it? No. But if you're 18 to 24-year-old man, it's probably a good work scent for you. But if you're into the fragrance game for compliments, it's not gonna work for you. But the same people in their high 30s, 40s, and up would receive compliments wearing these fragrances. Just because the type of women that you want to receive compliments from, you're just going to smell like her father, and that's just what it is. And it's not going to give you the vibe that you might be looking for. Does that mean you can't wear them? No. Wear what you like when you like. Forget all the hype. But that's just something to keep in mind when choosing a fragrance. With that being said, let's start the show. Coming in number 5 is an easy to wear and affordable vetiver fragrance. This is one great for the spring, summer, and even autumn. If I was gonna put it in a category to contrast and compare, I would put it with fragrances like Boadicea Fragrances or fragrances like Vetiver Fatale. They all have that nice juicy fruitiness, but have a nice floral heart in there, which adds some cleanness and creaminess to the composition. This is coming from the house of Commodity, and this is simply vetiver. Now, what does this smell like? Forget the notes. What this smells like to me is a blackberry sangria. That is it. That's the review. Sure, I can give you the breakdown. Matter of fact, if you own this fragrance, leave a comment down below. Does it smell like a blackberry sangria or not? The blackberry is very prominent with that crisp apple, adding an almost wine-like feel to the fragrance. And you know, if you have a nice red wine, especially a dry wine, which I like to use with sangria when I make my sangria anyway, you're gonna get a bit of woodiness to it. And that's where the vetiver, the sandalwood, and the cedar comes in, adds a smooth out woodiness to it. So think of a really quality red wine. The florals just add a bit of elegance to the fragrance. This is a really good fragrance. I need to wear it more, and this is coming from the house of Commodity, and this is vetiver. Coming in at number 4 is another great unisex vetiver fragrance. In all actuality, although vetiver is in the name of this fragrance, I don't know if I really want to consider it a vetiver fragrance. It's more of a bergamot petitgrain fragrance. And most citrus fragrances have a nice woody base just to round out the fragrance, and I think that's what you're really getting here. This is very inviting, clean, refreshing, and invigorating. This is coming from the house of Banana Republic, and this is Linen Vetiver. Now, there's a faucet that nobody talks about when they speak about bergamot, and that's its floral faucet. It has a floral faucet within it, and I think that's why it's always overused in fragrances, because it adds that. Anyway, the petitgrain adds a citric greenness to it. You get iris and musk, which adds that clean linen feel. So when you add the citruses along with the iris and the musk, adds a bit of soapiness to it. It's very clean. Again, it's just soft. It's easy to wear, and it pops off of skin when the heat. Longevity about 6 hours, but that's all you really need. Just spray a lot on. You're not going to overpower anybody. But overall, for $20, and if you go to an outlet, you can get it for buy one, get one 50 off. That's why if you ever buy from Banana Republic, always buy from the outlet. So you can get 2 fragrances for like $35. You cannot beat that. And that's Linen Vetiver. Coming in at number 3 was an absolute steal for me. I still can't believe I got this fragrance for the price I got it for. This is the epitome of a highway robbery fragrance. Fragrance I got for under $50 that could easily cost more. Easily. Matter of fact, it was retailed, I believe, at like $140 for 100 ml. $20, man. I don't know how I found it, but I did. This is coming from the House of Art of Shaving, and this is Vetiver Citron. Now, this is a vetiver forward fragrance, but it's a modern vetiver fragrance. It doesn't smell like a older or old man. This is a universally loved vetiver. I've received compliments on this. It still has a mature take because the vetiver with the patchouli adds a bit of earthiness and cleanness to the fragrance. It's aromatic, it's fruity. If you love fragrances like Tom Ford's Great Vetiver, then you already know what this is about. Very fresh, earthy, woody, aromatic is the best way to describe. Very modern vetiver. And this is Vetiver Citron. Coming in at number 2 is an absolute masterpiece. To me, this is the ultimate masculine signature scent mature fragrance that you can buy, especially when you enter the vetiver realm. They have other flankers of this fragrance that would probably be more suitable for vetiver, but for me, you can find this under $100 for a 100 ml. You cannot go wrong with it. This is coming from the House of Hermes, and this is Terre de Hermes EDT. Amazing. You hear this dirty orange, and that comes from, what you get is a nice, clean, dry, woody vetiver. That's what you get with the sweet pencil shavings of cedar. All of that is contrasted by this earthy patchouli. This accord lasts throughout the life of the entire fragrance. But when you first spray it on, that's supported by bitter orange and grapefruit, adding a bit of citric tartness to the opening of that dirty, sweet, earthy woodiness that you get within the fragrance. It's also supported by black pepper, which adds a bit of warm aromatics to the fragrance. Without doing a full review, that's what this fragrance is made of. If you are a masculine man who wants to get into vetiver, you want a signature scent, a great work fragrance, you can never go wrong with this. This is Terre de Hermes from Hermes. Coming in at number 1. It beat out Terre de Hermes only because of the season. Because in spring and summer, I prefer lime as my dominant fruit. If I could choose any fruit to wear for summer, I would always go lime. Lime adds that citrus, but it's a bright, invigorating citrus. Very in your face. That's how I interpret lime. There's a greenness to this fragrance. It's earthy, it's woody, it's aromatic, it's fresh, it's slightly spicy. This is coming from the House of Guerlain, and this is L'Eau Boisée. I've talked about this fragrance for years. Since I first did my first YouTube videos, I was talking about this fragrance. This is a mojito in a bottle, but that mojito vibe maybe lasts for about an hour. Then you start getting that woodiness from vetiver. I get a little bit of cedarwood in here, but you have that lime mint combo with a little bit of rum. The geranium in here, along with the mint, is adding that spicy, aromatic, fresh. But geranium, the difference is both of them give a green take, but the geranium adds a bit of a floral, rosy nuance to it. But they're both aromatic and green. It was a time this fragrance was going for like $40. I don't know what it's going for now. I think somebody put in another video, I talked about this fragrance recently, that is now up to almost $80. But to be honest, it is a $80 fragrance. To be honest, it's a $110 fragrance. If it was going for $110, I wouldn't bat an eye. Would you pay for it at $110? I'm not your financial advisor. I'm not going to tell you what to do. But This is an amazing fragrance, especially for the price you can get it for. And this is L'Eau Boisée from Guerlain. Those were 5 easy to reach for Vetiver fragrances that you can wear under $100. Again, these aren't the end all, the be all. There are hundreds of thousands of fragrance. I know I'm gonna get a what about this and what about that? What about it? These are my 5. That's what the comment section is before. Leave your 5. I do not know everything. I have not smelt everything. We depend on each other. You're gonna put me on the stuff and I'm gonna put you on the stuff. That is how you build the cipher. That's how you grow. We build over here. So just add your 5 very good, affordable, easy to wear Vetiver fragrances for under $100. So for anybody who's seeing this video, go back, look at the comments, and converse with the people who are leaving comments if you want to know more about those fragrances. With that being said, do not forget to hit the like button. I'm going to leave you the way I greeted you, and that's the universal language of peace,